Just as I predicted a year ago, the Zhiyun Weebill 3 has been my go-to gimbal till this day, and it is still very competitive in the realm of gimbals. It has the features you would expect from a gimbal and some features I don't use, and I will tell you all about it in this video. The thing that made the Weebill 3 special was its design. It was the first gimbal to have this wrist rest feature. And since it had such success, the wrist rest has been added to the following gimbals like the Weebill 3S and Crane 4 as well. And that is for a reason. This is definitely one of my favorite features for the Weebill 3 because it really does make filming more comfortable. In certain positions, it takes off some of the weight from your arm and supports the wrist. So you can actually feel the difference after longer filming sessions. And during the sessions, focus more on the footage you're capturing rather than worrying how long your arms will last. Take note that if the wrist rest feature is one of the key things you want your gimbal to have, then you have to go for the Weebill 3 combo kit, because the standard kit does not have that included. To see more details about it, you can visit the links in the description, but we will also take a look at the kits in a moment. Now back to the ease of use. The Weebill 3 is relatively compact, and when getting to a location, I would just simply put it in my camera bag alongside with all the camera equipment. Plus, it is lightweight, and the locking mechanisms make sure it wouldn't just jiggle while you're on the go. Also, the thing I like about the locking mechanisms is that it makes the balancing much easier than it was with the older gimbals like the Crane 2. Because of this feature, you can balance one axe at a time. Another thing I like about the Weebill 3 is that it has the quick release plate. For some reason, Zhiyun took this feature out of the Weebill 3S, but from the looks of it, the quick release plate is back with the Crane 4. The quick release plate saves time when you're using the same setup. So every time you'll take the camera off, you don't have to rebalance the gimbal once you use that same setup again. The battery life is amazing for the Weebill 3. Zhiyun says that the battery runtime is up to 21 hours, but that is in static conditions. So when you would actually use the gimbal, it wouldn't be as much. Plus it depends on the camera setup you're using, how much the setup weighs, how well balanced it is, and the things in such nature. In cases when there have been shorter filming sessions a couple of days in a row, I wouldn't charge the gimbal because it would have enough juice. Well, sometimes I have forgotten to charge it because the battery is so good, but honestly, the battery hasn't failed me once. The whole day of filming with a single charge, easy. Also, it is easy to smash that like button if you're getting value from this video. One of the features I don't use is the built-in microphone. Sound quality of the microphone is not that great, and the sound you get doesn't really differ from the camera's internal microphone. So if the sound quality is important for the footage you're about to capture, then I would advise getting an external microphone. The other feature I think I have only used once is the LED light. But that is the way I work. I like to plan things ahead, and if I know I will film in dark conditions, I will use a separate light for that. Having a separate light source would give me more flexibility while filming. The three items that separate the standard kit from the combo kit are the wrist rest, sling grip, and the backpack. Even if you don't need the extra backpack, it is still best to go with the combo kit. And let me explain why. Because of the wrist rest and sling grip accessories. Those are the ones that make the Weebill 3 special and make the filming process much more comfortable. The alternative option could be to purchase those two accessories separately, but then again, they might cost you just as much as the price difference between the standard kit and the combo kit. So, free backpack. Now, when the Weebill 3 has been released for more than a year, you can get it for a really good price. One of the options is you can find a good offer for a used one in the marketplace, because other creators would go for an upgrade. But if you want to buy a new Weebill 3, then keep an eye out for the price drop specials, because every time a newer gimbal is released, the older ones come with a discount. Plus you can save big on holiday sales, and those usually don't include the latest tech. So there is a big chance that gimbals such as the Weebill 3 will have a discount. Check the links in the description to see if anything catches your eye. And if you want to know the 5 key factors to consider when choosing the right gimbal, watch this video next. Alright, I will see you in the next one. Ciao.